The Killing School Life is about how former students of Hope Peak Academy had their memories taken away and were forced to kill each other. The surveillance cameras throughout the academy were filming it and broadcasting it worldwide. The students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing them to kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill them with despair. That's messed up plan was a failure. He's just repeating himself. No matter how horrible she was, she's dead. I'm assuming that someone is imitating what she did. She's already dead, or the rest of the Despair's doing this. I mean, the killings were involved in resembling that killing. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I have absolutely no idea right now. Just bad theories. Whoa, okay. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Although the fact that our vision is all blurry is a bit of a problem. Akane! I seek comfort! What you sniffing out, girl? Akane's twitching her nose. I don't know why we have to refer to her like that. That's just kind of mean. And examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but the gut is a prophet that we shall always follow! Praise be Akane's gut! Her tum-tum knows all! I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who? I don't know. It's just my gut, after all.
It's just my gut.
Minimaru agrees. Praise the gut! But still, her gut is pretty impressive. It's been accurate every single time. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. That seems the most likely true. But who the hell could be arriving? Alright, locked off doors. Locked off doors. Just a big ol' spinneroonie. Looking for not locked doors. Where are you keeping your not locked doors? Down this hall? Yes, down this hall! It's the music room! Alright, what can we find in here? A friggin' monolith? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, I see two colossally something stranges. First and foremost, how about this obelisk? Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And why is it glitching? Not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the tragedy, the graduates of Hope Peak Academy were among those many who established the Future Foundation. So, all of the survivors from the first game are definitely involved in this. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Or they were the World Ender from his twisted perspective. Interesting. Also, what is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we obtained information, a person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inishimo rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the Killing School Life. Also, if they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. You will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we've received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the tragedy is true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. Are we finally starting to accept that reality? I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. If my theories are holding water, then that just might be the case. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. And I don't know if it's going to end up biting me in the ass for doing so, but I choose to trust the survivors of the first game. Okay, I trust 3 of the survivors from the first game. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the tragedy. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Enoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email, too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. You know, if this was all a simulation or the Matrix, it would make sense why there was nobody but us here. Also... That would also imply a couple other things, I think. I need more information. I need more doors to be open. Oh, hello. Teacher's Lounge. That's a door. I need answers. Okay. This feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Well, now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Good Lord, man! How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already! Seriously! There's tenacity, and then there's just being a creeper! Anyway, why are these flowers pixelate? Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? Is that how we're going to try and describe everything that's been going on? I don't think that you should. Oh, I saw that, Monokuma. Have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Damn it, I'm really worried. What if something happens to me when she isn't looking? This guy is so useless sometimes. He has brief flashes of usefulness, but anytime he's not being useful, it's just spent doing this.
Are you serious?
Interesting, interesting. All right, well, first things first, is that another floating email from the heavens? There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue under our investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Enoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. That would suck. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we'll not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the tragedy is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Well, they sure are setting up a lot of dominoes right now. And when they start tipping, oh dear. All right, what's this list of subjects thing? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? That would be everybody's names. And, all right, well, for a moment I thought that maybe, possibly, just maybe, we might learn the imposter's name here. Nope. The list of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. Our names specifically. Although, what exactly is this about? That's interesting. There's a newspaper posted on this blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Saionji is written there. What is this newspaper? So that looks like Hiyoko, but older? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Saionji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew, she was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. Honestly, I would have given that to the pigtails. Although that is a very nice ponytail. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I could see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it just looks like her, but grown up. It's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? I'm not 100% sure, huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Saionji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. Huh. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Okay.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko in this newspaper... I feel like I need to start talking about theories, guys. Is he really saying this is the same person? Because it's not impossible that my theory would explain this. That's impossible. I mean, how could there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Okay. Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? I can't think of a single experiment that could possibly do that. If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. In a manner of speaking, it might. Okay. So at this point, there's still some things to look at. Oh. This old man? An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says, Hope Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura? Okay, that's not the exact... Is that the exact same name? No. I remember Izuru, I don't remember the last name. Crap. The founder of Hope Peak Academy. And this name, Izuru Kamakura? Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Great. All right, so... never mind. I'm never gonna get a chance. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage? I'll check in with you one more time, Soda, just for the sake of it.
Are we screwed?
That list of subjects seems really dangerous.
Hey.
Don't tell me all this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion like it's some experiment. Okay, so, theories. I think it's abundantly clear that at this point, we are clearly in some kind of simulation. Too many computer-like glitches are happening for that to be anything but the truth. And it seems to be getting consistently worse. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how could he do that? Now's not the time to be confused by that. Now's the time to be confused by everything else. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Okay, so here's what we know. We're probably in a simulation of some kind, where we've also had our memories taken. Now, I don't know how many years of memories have been taken, but say everybody that we know was put into a simulation, and the memories were taken. then it's feasible. Because this wasn't part of the theory originally, but with what we saw of Hiyoko, maybe that's the way she was when she was put into whatever it was that put her in here. But when the memories were removed, we reverted back to the way that we were before any of the school memories were made. That would line up with the photo we saw back in chapter 2, when she was still clearly really small, right? So maybe at some point during her years in school, she did have a growth spurt and she grew up. But in order to facilitate the memory removal, the way she looked was the way that she did back then. That would make some, I mean, I say it would make sense, but I mean, it would sort of explain it, right? So it's more of like an avatar to represent herself from before everything happened. Ew, a lot of horrible memories in this place. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined up with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. Can I look at that magazine rack? Oh god, the bottles. I'd actually like to take a look here. There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel, and even a magazine about cameras. I would have been happy to see this. Ah, yes, thank you for reminding me of the sad parts. Alright, I see another flying email. It's a file with Hope Speak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma's responsible. Yeah, kind of an obvious question. I don't know why you would ask that. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Speak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions in intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Speak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? What does it all mean? Give me that email. This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it's unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. I'm sorry. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we've decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. Interesting. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. Okay, but if I get even the slightest bit more information about that, I think I've figured it out. We will continue with the investigation. Once they're discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. I just need a wee bit more information before it sounds like I'm just going to talk completely out of my butt. It says here they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on the island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. I'm almost quite positive that intense worrying does not cause toothaches. It can cause a lot of other things, but not toothaches. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. Then why are you giving me this info? I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many hiccups, talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So many questions. Whoa, okay, what? Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Isn't this the same hallway, but upside down? I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so, what is this space? Am I dreaming or something? Unless you dream in computer code, I doubt it. I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Akane! Oh, good lord, are you okay? You seem to be bugging. It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling,
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Praise be the gut! Akane's gut. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both.
Yo,
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
you.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut. Well, that's true, I guess. How can someone be an enemy and an ally at the same time? That I do not have an answer to. Good lord, this is such a weird thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually starting to hurt my brain and mind. My brain and mind. No, my brain and my eyes. The library, huh? Alright. I guess I'll just walk into this upside down door. Ah, so many bad memories. This must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Anything other than the email? Doesn't seem so. This hologram again. Must be another one of the emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi! This is an email to him. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. They got them back. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Okay. It's really feeling like my idea is definitely the strongest possibility. I just need a wee bit more. Just a wee bit more information. But if you combine everything we know, the simulation, the removal of memories, the remnants of despair, what I believe was the entire point of this thing before Monokuma showed up, I think it all kind of lines up together. That's an ominous screen transition, I'm not going to lie. It's the laundry room. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. That swimsuit just makes me remember Abina. I miss her. Okay, anything to look at? Just this. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Interesting. Hello. Neo World program. Yeah, that. The world. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software to develop the Neo World program. Individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist, RIP to the ultimate programmer, were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program, hello, allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Come on, there's more. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing this device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. I'm right. My theory is right. Guys, I get it. This is really messed up and I'm excited and I shouldn't be because this is actually really messed up. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. Hajime hasn't even come to the conclusion I have. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists. Yeah, the math equations and the floorboards kind of give away a little bit of that, my dude.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. No one is going for that one. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? I mean, if it is a synthetic world, yeah, I suppose it would be all made up, wouldn't it? Including me too? No, I'm pretty sure we're all real people. Yeah. Okay, so now it's definitely time to throw out my theory. That absolutely confirms it. And it is, gonna be a really bit of a dark plot twist. It's possible I'm still wrong, but... Oh, okay, I guess we got this first. Oh, Lord, are you really gonna? Okay, fine, I'll translate. Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Poo-hoo-hoo. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? That's what's gonna happen. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Oh boy, oh Lord, that is hard to look at. The textures aren't loading. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Okay, my theory has to be at least partially correct. When you take every piece of information we've been given about this entire situation as we've been going through this, the only oh, it is not easy to walk around in here. The only conclusion that I can come to... Okay, sorry, keep dragging this on. Sonia?
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. I'm very well aware of that. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. It basically convinces people that they're ill of some kind. And if your brain thinks it's real, yeah. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. The heck? Okay, my impression from that is basically this virtual world seemed like reality to us, so our brain was able to fill in all of the missing, like, gaps to make it feel like it was reality, when in actuality, it never was. And now that our brains are starting to be dismissive of it, ultimately, it's starting to break down. Our bodies are, like, rejecting the concept. The moment you discover the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. I see. Okay. I have to say this. If I end up being wrong, then I'm fine. I'm wrong, and honestly, I'm okay with being wrong because this is messed up. Before I go in here, I believe that all of the information we've been given is leading me to believe that all of us, from the beginning, are in fact the ultimate despairs. I think what happened was that we, the characters, were manipulated by Junko into joining her crazy time cult of evil. And all of the characters did unspeakably evil things, but then they were captured, but they didn't realize that it was the ultimate despairs that they captured. They thought it was just survivors from the tragedy. But then it turned out that I guess we must have been, right? Because they were like, oh, we found some survivors, but we don't know where the despair is. But then from the messages we get from to Makoto would imply that the 15 of us were placed into the care of the survivors of the last game. So what I think probably happened was they discovered that the people that they saved were the ultimate despairs, us. So they wanted to eliminate us, obviously, because of all the horrible things we did. But Makoto was in charge of us, and he didn't want us to die. So we get put into this program, our memories of everything that we did, and even of being indoctrinated into the evil Junko cult is removed. Then that would mean that the entire point of this entire thing was to have us replace the memories of the things that we did with new memories here. But then that all went screwy because for some reason Monokuma showed up. So it's like they're attempting to unbrainwash us. I believe that might be the case. In which case, that would explain the prequel chapter. Because then it would explain Nagito. Because because he didn't have Junko's hand at all. No, he didn't have that at all. So that facilitates the whole virtual thing, and he didn't remember any of the stuff. And then the despair disease from the 3rd chapter made Mikan remember. She had the remembering disease. She remembers being the ultimate despairs. And that's why she went so crazy. That must have been who she was before the memories got ripped out. Which means everybody was like that. All of us. Oh. Either I've completely blown the lid off this thing, or I have a vivid imagination. Holy crap! That has horrifying implications, and the frickin' monolith, hello. Okay. Hello there. The hell is this? Is this floating? It's not the first weird object we've seen floating. That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like that. And yet the monolith monument thing that we found earlier that was floating, that was fine? What in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... The hell is all this? Chihiro? Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. Alter Ego? It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. Sorry, but more of the pieces of the things that we've learned are lining up with my theory. The floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. You should know, right? What is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstance of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Womp 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 womp. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you could say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it's possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. That would explain why it was so weird when we first got here. Removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? If I'm right, it makes sense. I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. The only way that any of this would really make all complete sense is if you had, like, both games in your mind and you had the perspective of it being a video game. I don't expect characters to be able to rationalize all this crap together. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like that. All these new words are making my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students, Monami and Chiaki. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control, but even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be impressive artificial intelligence the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did the virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility. Prequel chapter! Whoever, Hajime, I guess, he said he had something. He had it in his pocket. Is that what he brought? And directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed to attempt to sabotage the restoration of people? Was that the goal? Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter the facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. That's also true. That is possible. But why would one of them want to sabotage it? I mean, I don't know how much time has passed between the first and second game. It's possible that one or multiple of the characters from the past have changed their viewpoints. I don't want to consider the possibility of Makoto going rogue, but that does sound like a possibility for a game like this. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that's what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? It's true, these are all just assumptions. Even my theory could be completely bullplop. But it's true that the virus is powerful. Because even if all of what I said is true, I don't have the slightest idea. I really don't know, like, who made the virus, who would be behind it. Ultimately, there would be somebody behind all of this. Is it possible that the person that is behind all of this is that Izuru guy? Maybe, I'm not sure. We don't even really know who that is. It's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and... Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the defluxation based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation or the context invites your death. Hey? Something is happening! What is happening? What the heck? What just happened? Makoto! You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you guys right away, but because of that virus, the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? I feel... It's possible that I'm being misled, but I feel like if we could trust anyone, it would be him. Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037? That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. The original goal. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. Oh. And Monokuma usurped that role, which forced him to not be able to do that because he has to abide by the rules of it. Okay. I never thought that Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Definitely Makoto. Okay. So it's not even like a red herring. That is definitely him. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Get here? Are you the guest? Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means, even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. And now the information is, crap. Okay, well, I got a lot of really good info, but I did not get all of it. I imagine, yeah.
Say
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing, really. I see. Oh, well. Anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. Is it at all possible that he doesn't know that I just heard from him? If that no-good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That's basically our killer app here. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. I don't know if you're seeing as much of the truth as I think I've found, Hajime. But what are we supposed to do with that truth if it's really a lie? We know we're working toward a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Okay, well now we're just getting existential. It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? Only if you let it be, I think. When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, that's gonna be important. Let's just file all those away for later. Interesting. Okay. So what do I do now? Ah! Just gotta play that damn noise, don't you?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
That's exactly what you said before trials in the first game.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam.
Not that, but the first part.
Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
Trial grounds.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Okay. Oh! I see we've been brought there. Just very quickly. Are any of you guys around? No. It seems like they probably all went in there. Oh boy. Okay. It's time for some really bad stuff to go down. But hopefully it ends with a hopeful conclusion. I mean, as bad as the first game got, it still technically did. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? I don't know. Oh, that's spooky. Oh, it's magic, you know. Good God, I feel like I'm descending down into a screensaver. Oh, I can't, okay, I can back up, but I can't turn around. Oh, dear. Guys. I desperately need you guys. This place. You are here!
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's here, thank God.
Damn right.
It seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
This place is... Yeah, it's definitely the trial field. Why is it a trial field? So it looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before it. We've been here before, right? Momentarily. Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
I wonder how much these guys have figured out. I assume I'm the only one who talked to Alter Ego or Makoto. It's like we're dreaming or something. In a way, we kinda are. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
welcome.
Okay, so you finally arrived. Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope Speak Academy, you've finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. Hell yeah! Mini Maru knows! This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original. Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? If that's what you guys decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much more simple this time. There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. Well, it's like, oh, is that why there had to be 5 of us so there couldn't be a tie? Like, I mean, damn, that sucks. Then again, no, I mean, if the last trial didn't happen, then we would have had 7 and it still wouldn't have been, yeah, nuts to that. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words.
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then.
The result is based on majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. You can press it now, right?
No.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's
Am
that?
I? Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? Well, judging by the image we saw, most of them. To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's
After the
right.
vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it. That's probably how this forced shutdown thing is gonna help.
Well.
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier. Kazuichi, what the crap?
No.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway.
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is, you said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys. There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know. It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining. Hold on. What's with that chump comment? And I don't want you to ignore that, but don't punch the robot. He is very deadly. Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? By the end of this, I hope you get destroyed, man. I really do. I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Please do not hurt Akane, she is off limits. Akane, dive behind Kazuichi if you have to. Alright, well I guess everything is about to get serious. I mean, I suppose things never stopped getting serious ever since this whole thing started, but it's like we went from 11 to 12 on the seriousometer. In the next part, I guess we're going to get to the ending. I'll see you then.